Okay, if everything has gone according to plan, we should be live on YouTube. Hello everyone and welcome to day 2 of streaming. This time it is the Galaxy Unpacked event. If you missed the stream from yesterday explaining why I'm not in my regular office, that reason is very simple. I'm currently in Poland, and also if the stream looks not the best, again, we are relying on the whims of Starlink over here. Sometimes it has better days, other times it has worse days, hence why the bitrate has to be severely reduced compared to what we usually run on. But whatever. Today is of course about the Samsung Galaxy Unpacked event, which is about to begin, with of course the brand new Fold and Flip most likely being announced, and brand new watches, and we'll see what else. I would love to say that maybe, just maybe, this will be the event where I see what I'll be upgrading to. However, odds are I probably won't, because we probably won't be seeing anything other than just the foldables. And I'm sorry, but even though they are pretty awesome, I just can't see myself upgrading to one of those anytime soon. One, because of just how expensive they are. Two, they have inferior cameras to the S Ultra series. But also because they I don't have much use for, especially a Fold. For a Flip, yeah, I guess that could be kind of cool, but for a Fold, like, I have no use for that kind of screen space. Let me know if the audio levels are fine. Actually, I can probably check here. Okay, yeah, the audio levels on the actual Samsung live stream should be okay, but again, if it's a bit too quiet or a bit too loud, let me know.
Everyone, everywhere, and led to countless innovations.
But yeah, I'm still probably going to be sticking to my S23 Ultra until something pops up. Granted, I am coming to the end of my 3 years on this thing. I've almost paid it off, so I can upgrade soon. In fact, I could upgrade now. Again, it just depends on if there is anything worth upgrading to. That's the main question.
Now, more than ever, people need more inspiration, expression.
Oh yeah, remember that? That reminded me, that scheme they did when they gave all the athletes and the Olympics like a special Galaxy Fold, and some of them were just like putting them up on eBay.
Because
that was funny.
Of everything we do is you.
Okay, let's see what you have in store. One thing I could be upgrading is my watch. I'm still on my Galaxy Watch 4 because there has been like absolutely no reason to upgrade, so maybe if there's some like big new innovation in watches, even though I highly doubt it. Okay, so we have some more people joining the stream. Welcome, welcome. Again, sorry, I'm not in my usual space. And there's just like a random wall and random window behind me that's really throwing up the exposure. But yeah, sorry, not much I can do about that. Like I said in the last stream, I am working getting a proper space here, working in a proper office, but that'll probably be done around like around August.
Human-centered innovation, creating technology that empowers people every day. From the first Super AMOLED displays on mobile, to lightning fast 5G connectivity, to pro-grade cameras that transform the way you capture precious moments. Your evolving needs drive us to push beyond the limits.
The presentations are already a bit more animated than some of the previous unpacks. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting out of this. Like, they usually don't have that many like transitions and animated effects, they just kind of appear.
Last year, Samsung assured in a new mobile AI era.
I wonder how much it's going to be about AI now, like how much they even have left to share right now. It's not like I have to do anything either, like Apple is so far behind in that area from what I've seen about Siri, that they don't have to even bother pushing AI that much, but they're gonna do it anyway because the year is 2025 and that's just what we have to do.
Because we believe that AI should be meaningful and accessible today. Galaxy AI has become your very own human-like AI companion, elevating the way.
Yeah, I still haven't been using any of the AI features on my phone apart from just the element removal tool on in Photos, which is really good. Like the way it fills in stuff is actually amazing. It actually did a better job on like generating, filling in images than Photoshop or even some other online tools. If I ever had to do something like that, where I had a photo where, for example, a bit of someone's face was cut off, I wouldn't even do it on my PC. I would move that photo to my phone and then do it on my phone with Galaxy AI, because like it is the best solution for that. Oh yeah, and then there's the VR headset thing. Oh man, okay. If they show off anything to do with that brand new VR, like mixed reality, whatever is going to be a headset, that's going to be cool. Then there's of course the Ring, which like who cares about that? I should probably be watching this wearing my Galaxy watch just to be, you know, fully on brand. There it is. My Galaxy Watch 4 still, because again there's like no reason to upgrade. Nice.
The pinnacle of our innovation.
Like the same kind of design language as the brand new S line, as to be expected.
These foldables are setting a new bar and taking bar-type phone experiences to another dimension with our most powerful, transformative hardware.
So yeah, guys, let me know if the audios are fine.
Into actions and our latest camera.
Crystal Dex says, I agree on your view point. I missed the time when Samsung was actually very innovative. To 2019, S10 Plus was their peak in design and S20 Ultra was their peak feature-rich phone. Yeah, I just cannot be bothered to upgrade from the S23 Ultra, especially since they removed the curved screen as well. And with my Galaxy Watch, I'm still in the Watch 4 because there's like nothing. There's nothing worth upgrading to. The only reason I keep on upgrading on Samsung-wise is because, like, what else is there? Like, I'm definitely not switching to Apple because I just hate the ecosystem. But we'll see. I mean, they were the main ones to innovate when it comes to bringing foldables. They were pretty much the first ones to make commercially available foldables. That's something. The first generation had its issues, but after that, I mean, they've been solid and they've just been refining them, making them really good every single generation. Granted, I know some people were probably annoyed that they were basically beta testers for the first couple of generations, but after that, I mean, they're now on the 7th one and it's looking pretty good. Look at all those bored-looking media types.
Galaxy Z Fold7 represents a monumental leap for the category. This is not just another fold. From components to structure and materials.
It's not just another fold, apart from the fact that it's almost identical to all the previous folds.
Phone can be ultra sleek and ultra powerful. It is the ultimate.
If they do bring the Ultra camera over to the Fold, though, that would be amazing. That's some way they can really push it forward.
Every millimeter matters. Galaxy Z Fold7 pushes boundaries and sets a new standard. In the mobile AI era, you need something beyond slim. Your smartphone must be a companion, capable of understanding context, anticipating intent, supporting you in real time, and adapting to your lifestyle. You need a device that is powerful, with high quality performance, and the ability to deliver AI features that elevate your life.
Oh, the Fold 7 is confirmed to have the 200 megapixel camera. That'd be awesome.
The ultimate bar type experience. Breakthroughs without compromise. Let's take a look.
Let's take a look indeed.
Our innovation isn't born in a lab. It starts with our users. So we invited some of you to share your visions for the next generation of smartphones.
Performance for me is super important.
So to me, performance is very important.
I want a phone that has a big screen.
I need a big screen.
I would like a bigger screen, actually.
I think having a long battery life is really important.
Great battery.
One charge, full day battery life.
Camera quality is really, really important for me.
Picture quality is one of the most important things.
I mean, I also want it to be slim and lightweight.
I need it to be light.
Definitely slimmer, definitely lighter.
But I still want it to be slim.
It's not like they're even saying anything revolutionary. I don't think they had to invite people over to kind of state the obvious. I mean, those are all things that pretty much everyone wants in a phone.
We listened to your needs and created something extraordinary. All the power, polish, and familiarity of a flagship bar-type phone with the flexibility of a foldable.
Okay, so apparently it's going to kind of be like an Ultra, but a Z Fold
Galaxy Z
Ultra.
Fold7 is our thinnest fold
That would be kind
yet.
of cool.
The innovation starts with our signature armor flex hinge.
Man, I would be tempted
Every module of the hinge is thinner
if it
and
has like the
smaller,
kind of camera
and
of
combined
an
with dual wheel
S25
structure
Ultra,
made
but
of
in a
high-strength
fold.
material.
That would be cool, but at the same time, I just don't
from
need that
separating,
fold. I don't
even
need that
with
kind of big
impact.
screen. I don't do anything that would warrant it.
The structure
Just
of
give
the
me an
Z Flip7
S26
has
Ultra
been
that
redesigned
has a
open
curved
wide,
screen.
creating a droplet-shaped curve.
No, like, and that's all I need.
Z Fold7's capacity for a more resilient display. We've refined the main display, making some layers lighter while strengthening others with.
Hey everyone, I was thinking of building PC for local AI and confused about the VRAM needed for RAG. Are 8GB enough to do the task? I'm considering to buy an RTX 5060 Solo. Small. Okay, it really depends on the scale of the model. I'm definitely not an expert in terms of how much VRAM your model will need. I don't think 50 and 8 gigs is going to be enough for highly complex models. If you can go for more, I'd definitely go for it. Especially because you can get AMD cards with a lot more VRAM. I'd say just look up online what kind of memory usage that application has, because I'll be honest, I have no idea. Just really depends on the complexity of a given model.
Z Fold7 boasts a pro-grade wide camera with a smaller module that houses a larger sensor, allowing you to take 200 megapixel
There it is.
high-resolution shots.
200 megapixel camera, let's
And the
go!
ultra-wide and telephoto lenses have been restructured to fit the device's slender frame.
And someone
Galaxy
talked me out of
Z Fold7
getting
is the
this
result of
because
innovation
it's.
inspired by you.
I don't need it. I
Our
don't need a
thinnest
fold.
yet delivers
It's just
the
kind of
ultra
cool to
experience
have
you
that.
have to
It
see
is such a
to
cool
believe.
piece of tech, you know. That's the problem.
Hey everyone, my name is Parker Burton, and usually I'm talking about these new devices at home, in my office, alone, in front of a camera. But now I'm somehow here.
Am I supposed to know who it is? Is this like a tech reviewer?
Now the first thing you're going to notice about this new phone is that it
If so, I
is
have no idea who it is.
wildly thin. Like, you really just need to check it out in person to see how amazing this thing is. But the question is, like, why does that
I am going to check it out in
actually
person.
matter?
There
Well,
is
if you think
actually
about it,
a
you have folding
Samsung
phone,
store
you're literally folding
in
it
my
half,
city.
which
So
then
after this,
doubles the
if
thickness.
hopefully they
What if
are
we can
going
make
to
it
put
half
everything
the
on the
thickness of a regular
show
phone,
floor
so
today.
that when it is
If so,
folded,
after
it
I'm done with the stream, I'm
feels
going
like
straight to the
that
Samsung
regular
store.
phone that you're used to.
And I'm
what I
checking this
also
out.
love is that it now has a wider outside
It's popular on
screen,
TikTok and
so now
Instagram,
it really is
and that's why I never
like
heard of
a
him.
normal
I don't use
smartphone when you
either of
want
those.
to, or a tablet when you want to, without any of those awkward form factor compromises. And what's awesome is that even though this phone is so thin, it's still a full-on flagship device. I mean, we've got the best mobile processor on the market, we've got Samsung's amazing displays, and we even have a 200 megapixel main camera. And if you're wondering about the software, well, I'm happy to say that this will ship with the latest One UI 8 on Android 16, so you're all set there too. Like, I'm sure many of you have seen Samsung's super impressive object eraser with Galaxy AI, and yeah, this phone can do that, but you're of course going to get all of the newest features like updated multitasking, the updated now bar, different visual changes, and more. Now, as for the battery life, well,
I'm wondering what they're going to do with the Flip now, because they aren't going to put the 200 megapixel camera on the Flip, so... But we could definitely be seeing an upgrade to the camera, just not to the Ultra camera.
Thank you, Parker, for the engaging hands-on review. It's always powerful to see technology move from concept to fingertips. And in the mobile AI era, one thing is very clear. AI is the new UI. Earlier this year,
AI is the new UI? What does it even mean? What does that even mean, seriously?
At the system level. And today, our new interface, One UI 8, expands that experience to our broader ecosystem. Designed with AI in mind and optimized for foldables, it is our next step toward providing ambient AI experiences, where AI anticipates rather than reacts, and assists rather than intrudes. So, how do we get there? We believe the answer lies in two critical shifts.
They also launched Z Flip7, which is going to be exact same as Z Flip6, just with an Exynos 2500.
Read text or recognize images, but only one at a time. Today, with multimodal AI, we are seeing something.
That'd be like, pretty much good enough. I mean, one thing I really, the thing I care about the least when it comes to most phone specs is just the processor speed and like what kind of CPU it has inside, because I can't remember the last time I cared about the performance of my phone. I don't do anything so intensive. I'd happily pay a few $100s less just to have like a premium device with like a slower CPU.
Our goal is to integrate AI agents and multimodal capabilities across your Galaxy experience. It's about putting intelligence in your pocket to help with
they are saying so much, but also revealing so little. It's amazing.
The second shift is personalization.
Like, they've been talking about AI for how long now, and like nothing they said is actually means anything, or is an actual feature, or is something that is actually new, or they're implementing.
Not only understand you, but anticipate your needs. Highly personalized AI experiences.
Like, AI is all about, you know, saving us time, but they're wasting so much of mine just saying this, like, again, nothing. It's not telling me anything about what the actual practical experience of using this device will be, what kind of features to expect.
From your preferences to make smarter suggestions. And because this information is processed on device, you can be confident that Samsung Knox Vault will protect your data. It's solutions like this that let you enjoy the benefits of a mobile AI with unmatched personalization. And we continue to work with innovative leaders to drive the industry forward. We are proud to share that we collaborated with Google more closely than ever to bring
watch it, this entire AI section exists,
to our Galaxy Z4 and Z Flip7
and they're not even gonna like announce
our
anything new.
fastest rollout of the latest Android on Galaxy smartphones out of the box. And through our partnership, we continue to work with Google to bring the best mobile experiences to the entire Android ecosystem. Here to tell you more, please welcome Rick.
Well, thank you for having me, and congrats to our friends at
Okay, he's not gonna review anything either. They're just gonna pat themselves on the back about how much they love working with Samsung and how Samsung devices are able to really, you know, make the vision come true or whatever.
Google's world-class models lead the industry in AI benchmarks, with Gemini 2.5 Pro sweeping the LM Arena leaderboard in every single category. And our groundbreaking video generation tools, powered by VO3, are available right in Gemini, and they're lighting up the internet. With Gemini, Galaxy users can create, play, share, and get information in ways that were impossible just a few short months ago. That's what AI is all about for both of our companies. It's not about leading the benchmark tests, although that's fun too. It's about building real tools and features that help you experience the world and get the most out of your devices. Now that starts with
cool. Now actually
search,
showcase something new,
which is
please.
already being used on hundreds of millions of Galaxy devices worldwide. We've continued to advance the experience, from translating text on your screen with just a tap, to getting snapshots of helpful information with AI overviews. And Circle the Search is about to get even more powerful with AI Mode, our most advanced AI search experience for your toughest questions.
Oh boy, what
now
is this going to be?
Users can just circle something of interest and get an AI-powered response. Then you can ask follow-up questions to get deeper insights with simple breakdowns and helpful links to keep exploring. AI Mode is already
Yeah, so
live
that
in the US
it's
and
just
India,
Circle to Search again, but with just like an extra step added onto it.
this week. And it's not just Circle to Search that's getting better. Today, we're also introducing new Gemini features to help Galaxy users do more. You can now talk with Gemini about anything you see through your Galaxy's camera or screen. And these capabilities are more useful on Samsung's foldable hardware. The Galaxy Z Fold7 is awesome for screen sharing because its stunning larger display means Gemini can help you with more information, more tabs, more text, really more of anything. Just long press the side button to pull up Gemini Live and
that is, I don't know how to feel about what he just said, because ideally a good AI would just be able to work with any screen size. Like, why does it need a bigger screen just to see more? It should just scan the whole page while you're there.
You can now let Gemini Live see through your camera too. Point it at your fridge for dinner ideas, or your closet for outfit recommendations, or at your broken bike for repair tips. And starting with the new Galaxy Foldables, Gemini Live can help you do even more by taking actions across apps you use on your Samsung device, like Samsung Notes, Reminders, and Calendar. So your conversations can flow directly into action. It's great for traveling, like when I saw this cool city event poster in New York. I can open Gemini Live, turn on my camera, and ask, can you add the movie night to my calendar? Gemini doesn't just search for the info, it sees,
that's
it prioritizes,
kind of cool, I guess. It's not something I'll pretty much ever use.
It's a true AI assistant. And here's the best part. You don't have to wait. Everything I just shared is ready for you on your new Galaxy devices right out of the box.
Yay, woo. Again, never gonna use any of it, but it's still kind of cool, I guess.
We want Samsung fans to get more access to Google's most capable models and new and powerful features, including Gemini 2.5 Pro and VO3 Fast. So the Galaxy Z Fold7 and Flip7 will both come with 6 months of Google AI Pro on us.
How much is it
We're so
normally?
excited to be
Like,
on this
how good
AI
of a deal is
journey
it? I
with a
honestly have no
fantastic
idea how
partners
much
at
they even
Samsung.
charge for the AI
And
stuff.
together, we're building truly helpful experiences.
The only
to
AI
empower
subscription of any
people
kind I
every
have
day.
and I care about is just
Please
Mid-Journey.
take a look.
I'm Alice Jen, and I run a traditional Korean beverage business here in New York. Though I was born and raised in the US, I have always felt that my identity, my roots, are deeply connected to Korea. And I see Korean tradition as an endless source of inspiration, and really as a strong foundation upon which I can build something new. Hana has been reimagined as a modern brand, a transformation made possible alongside a team I deeply value. My dad taught me all about this craft. He was the starting point of this entire journey. I still remember the scent of sweet rice filling our house when I was a kid, a distinct aroma that could only come from natural fermentation. By reinterpreting Korean tradition in a way that feels true to me, I believe
what does
I've
any
been
of this have to
part
do
of
with
creating a
smartphones?
new culinary culture in New York. Each day unfolds a little differently, and there is always a new adventure. Whether it's research and development, managing the team, or getting the word out, there's a lot I have to figure out on my own. Chapsa, you're in the frame. Promoting the brand isn't just about visibility. It's about finding smarter and more innovative ways to connect. Innovative tools like these help me be more productive. When running a food and beverage business, equipment issues like this happen all the time. And honestly, it's one of those behind-the-scenes challenges that requires more attention than most people realize. Hey Gemini, this motor stopped working.
Okay, let's get that motor running again.
When working with a new brand, there are countless meetings and conversations. In moments like that, having someone or
I know I'm not
something
saying
to
enough, but I
help
don't even know what to
organize
say
and
about
remember
it. It's
everything
just, again,
makes all the difference.
like it's trying to show in a practical sense some of the stuff I was just talking about, like why those AI features could be used in the real world.
One of the most meaningful parts of my
I don't know,
routine
just
is
still feels so
revisiting traditional
hollow.
Korean texts and historical archives. These often unlock surprising moments of creativity and inspiration. Connecting with community through my blog has helped me to share and create an integrated culture. That's why social outreach and collaborating with a wider community is so special. Entrepreneurship isn't easy. Stay strong and believe in yourself. With the right team and support, every challenge will become a step towards something truly meaningful.
Want your business not go broke? Use Samsung to manage like stuff in your business, I guess. Is that the message? I'm honestly not sure. I thought that's gonna be actually her, but no, it's someone else.
Thank you, Alice. Isn't her story inspiring? What you've just seen is the convenience of having a true AI companion. And on the Galaxy Z Fold7, Galaxy AI delivers a workspace that goes beyond the bar-type experience. Every idea begins with a spark. You open an article, and it extends across the large display. With a simple tap, a summary pops up, right where you need it. Floating, movable, and resizable.
Okay, so they like take this lady, they like share her story and her passion for like Korean food, and so they have this website that she made. Probably put a lot of time into you know, all of the details in a blog post or whatever, and then they show the AI just summarizing all of that hard work she put into that article into like 3 sentences. It's kind of a slap in the face, is it not?
It can summarize your meeting transcript and suggest next steps, like adding a new event to your calendar or a reminder to your to-do list. It's the true AI companion every self-starter deserves.
Hello, hello, all the people joining in chat now.
Large screen, it will support you in getting things done in previously unimaginable ways. Before you start each day, NowBrief lines up personal insights and recommendations pulled from a wide range of supported apps. From your Spotify playlist to suggested YouTube content, it brings you even more.
It's one of those things where if you have a lot going on, I have a busy schedule, then you could probably make some use of it. My calendar is extremely empty, and so I kind of don't need many of that. Like the only thing in my calendar right now for let you know, the rest of the year right now, is just my flight back to England tomorrow. And that's it. Like obviously on days like when I'm away in the CES Computex, I have lots of meetings, lots of recording going on, then like it's fine, but again I just have all that in a widget on the top of my screen, on my home screen. And that's all I need. That's all everything I need to get reminders. I have my calendar on my watch as well, as you can look there. And boom. I'm sorted.
It ensures the user's personal insights stay on device and that each app can only access its own sensitive information. And everything is safeguarded at the hardware level by Samsung Knox Vault. With that built-in protection, you can put your mind at ease and focus on things like search, discovery, and play. Last year, Google joined us at Unpacked to introduce...
Yeah, my calendar was ready for this year at CES, and next year's CES is going to be even more insane, so I'm looking forward to it, but also not looking forward to it because it's going to be a lot of work.
As Rick said earlier, Circle to Search is evolving to become more insightful.
Like when it comes to shows like that, I could definitely see some of these tools being a bit more useful, but like even then, all I really need is just that widget with my calendar at the top of my home screen, and boom, I can see everything I need to do that day. All of the events I've lined up, I don't need anything more than that.
When you need it, right from where you are. You'll get helpful video suggestions down to the exact timestamp.
Yeah, who knows what it's going to be like when it comes to... I've read all the horror stories of people just like not being let into the US for the dumbest of reasons.
Maximizing graphics and fidelity on the Galaxy Z Fold7.
So we'll definitely see what it's going to be like. I know for sure you can't have any spicy memes of JD Vance on your phone, or you're not going to get let in. I've seen they require people to like submit their social media handles, but I think that's only for visas. And if you're just visiting and you don't need a visa, I don't think you need to do that.
Of 26% in GPU. With this level of power and efficiency unfolded in the palm of your hand, you'll be unstoppable. From work to play to the moments that matter most. For the first time ever, we're bringing a 200 megapixel wide-angle camera to the Z series. That means more freedom to crop and reframe your photos while maintaining sharpness. And thanks to a 44% larger image sensor, you get clearer images with all of the details. Every shot, every video...
Yeah, one of the things I could really do with is a slightly better camera. The camera on my S23 Ultra is good, however, I don't know why, but especially on the 50 and 200 megapixel modes, things are kind of blurry in a weird way. On the 12 megapixel, it's less detailed but not blurry, but on a 50 megapixel, it like processes it in a strange way where it comes across as slightly blurry, which I just don't get. APU from Snapdragon is good. Yeah, I mean, I think they got rid of like splitting up the chips between Snapdragons and then also the Exynos, I believe. Again, I don't pay too much attention to it because I do not care about the SoC on my phone. As long as it's just fast enough to manage, you know, a 120 Hz display, as long as it's fast enough to manage just running more than 2 or 3 apps at the same time in the background, and I'm fine. Like, I don't game on my phone, I don't do anything intensive. AI stuff, I mean, I'm fine with it being done in the cloud, so that, who cares?
Lets you frame more of the scene, while the front camera captures a field of view.
There's some very weird smoothing in that example photo that they just showed off. You know what I'm talking about? Like, especially when it comes to the faces, it was very weirdly smooth.
The expansive screen makes editing easier. Photo Assist hands you an AI-powered editing toolkit, turning your Galaxy into a personal studio. What if you've got that perfect photo that just needs a tweak? You can now remove unwanted subjects, and it will naturally generate to fill the void.
Yeah, you could already do that. You could already do that in the new version of One UI. Show, not even before the new version of One UI, I'm pretty sure. Show us something new, please. I'm begging you.
And with this, and with this large screen, you can instantly compare the original and
yeah, when it comes to what is key for a phone, I guess for me, it's just about the camera being good, because that's, one, I like taking good photos, and also, two, it's kind of my job to record stuff and take photos of stuff. I do not care about the performance, I do not care about the RAM as much. I'm not picky when it comes to phones, I'm also very picky. I know if you really care about gaming on mobile devices, then like obviously you probably want something a bit faster and a bit more memory, but
okay guys, have a look. This is it. First look at
I literally don't do any gaming on my phone. That is actually going to be so good for shows like CES or Computex, and there's a lot of background noise. I don't do my videos on a smartphone, no. I record my videos on just a regular camera. However, again, when I'm away at shows like CES or Computex, I do some recording on phone. Most of the recording on a regular camera. But it's always good that even when I don't have my main camera handy and I need to record something, or even when I'm just doing like some random like YouTube shorts, it's always good to have a better camera. Or when I'm just, you know, traveling, like for example right now, when I don't have my equipment with me, because I'm just allowed a small bag because Ryanair, and I can't, you know, bring my regular Blackmagic camera. I still want to be able to use my phone and still have a decent enough image quality if I wanted to record something, even if it's just YouTube shorts. Like obviously I'm not gonna, I don't want to have to waste my valuable space in my bag on my ginormous Blackmagic 6K Pro.
Galaxy Z Fold7 will be available for pre-order starting today, with the full lineup launching on July 25th.
Okay, so they're not going to be available in the Samsung store today, probably. $2,000 for his phone, holy. That's more expensive than the Fold 6, am I correct? Am I right? I swear the Fold 6 wasn't $2,000.
We've even designed a selection of cases. My favourite is the new carbon shield case. It's so light and thin. I barely even notice it, but it keeps my device protected. And for those who are seeking the same level of intelligence and innovation in a more compact, pocket-friendly form, we've something for you too. Let's check it out.
Okay. Flip time. Again, so one more of those devices is just really, really awesome, but I just cannot, I just wouldn't buy it myself because, yeah, I have no use for it, and again, it has a downgraded camera when compared to the Ultraline. But I do see a lot of people with flips now because they just completely overtook a specific category, that being women absolutely. I've never seen a guy with a flip phone, like a Samsung Galaxy Flip or a Flip from like a different company.
R-type phone
I
experience.
just win because the pockets don't have the space for it, for like a regular phone, and they just completely corner that market. Samsung. It's actually hilarious.
For 3 movies.
I mean, good for them.
Polarizer directly into the stronger panel, we were able to make the display thinner and keep it vibrant for clear and undisrupted viewing. With the all-new Armor Flex Hinge, the Galaxy Z Flip7 has been built strong to withstand impact. Wrapped in durable armor aluminum, it's engineered to keep your device protected.
One thing I just noticed when it comes to durability, and one thing that I don't think they've mentioned about the Fold, or maybe I missed it, is the IP rating. I'm pretty sure they've always promoted how good the IP ratings on the foldables have gotten. But correct me if I'm wrong, they haven't announced it on new Fold7 what the IP rating is. And again, they kind of just haven't done it. They just said, oh, it's nice and durable, but they haven't said exactly what exactly it is.
Bezel down by 68%.
Nice.
To create extra room. So now you can do more with your Flip without unfolding it. One UI 8 brings your essentials front and center with more than 20 of your favorite apps and wide variety of widgets. If you want to personalize your screen, One UI 8 helps you find images that will look great on the Flex window. Once you choose an image, advanced spatial sensing separates the subject from the background, allowing you to stretch the clock to fit the photo. So you
That's
can get
cool.
a clean and balanced look.
Those actually look pretty cool.
You can also express your style with one of our many flip suitcases. Now even featuring an interactive game on this one.
That is so
Galaxy
pointless,
Z
it's kind of cool.
Flip7 delivers a pocket-perfect AI experience right from the Flex window.
Please don't be reiterating all of the AI points you literally just said earlier in the conversation, in the presentation.
Access to key apps like your playlist or timer. And with Now Brief's daily summaries on your cover screen, your Flip will show you what's coming next with one smooth scroll. Like insights on the weather for when you're planning to head out for your trip. And if you need more help, just hold down the side button to activate Gemini. You can even bring your camera into the conversation.
It's my first time camping. Which one's better?
It's sunny now, but drizzling later, so the light jacket is perfect.
Cool. What about hats?
That bucket hat is much better for shade, and it goes with your jacket.
Great. And for Milo?
A matching hat would be adorable.
Come here, Milo.
Wow, you can have your phone match your outfit to the outfit of your dog. Amazing. What innovation.
Recommend what's right for you.
Am I too cynical about this all AI stuff?
Flex Cam is there to catch every angle.
Maybe, but I don't care.
I've been skateboarding since I was 2 or 3. Back then, it was part of street culture. Now, it's a global sport. I didn't care that there weren't that many girls skateboarding. It didn't matter to me. When my dad uploaded a film of me, everything changed. I just kept practicing, having fun, and entering competitions. And falling. It's okay, don't worry. I'm okay. Sometimes quite badly, but I just got back on. For me, watching others skateboarding was the best source of inspiration. But now, we can do this.
Challenge me with one really creative trick that I can do here.
That angled rail is calling for a board slide. Maybe try a backside board slide, or even a 270 board slide if you're feeling extra creative. What do you think?
Perfecting a skill takes
Okay, yeah, it's fine, it's good, but I just can't summon the enthusiasm, and I still hate how much time all of these AI features take up in a presentation that could be spent on literally anything else, like the hardware.
That's what I want.
Or are they only spending so much time on the AI, reiterating the same points over and over again because they have nothing else to, you know, user time on when it comes to hardware.
Connected with my people. Remember, stay true to yourself. If I can do it, so can you.
Like, again, what did that whole video show us that we didn't already know? Or wasn't already talked about so many times?
Savor your awesome moments too. Instant slow-mo intelligently generates new frames between existing ones to deliver smooth and cinematic playback. Whether you're flexing your best angles with flex mode or capturing dynamic footage, your Flip is ready to turn everyday moments into lasting memories. The Galaxy Z Flip7 comes with a 50-megapixel camera, delivering sharp details and true colors. And thanks to Pro Visual Engine, every shot captures the moment like you experienced it by enhancing lighting and colors in a way that feels authentic and natural. These pieces all work together to give you our most versatile selfie experience.
People are, yeah, I agree. I agree. I am not. I can't summon enthusiasm for this presentation.
Packs a serious punch.
I agree, Kokomaru.
Pocketable AI phone that opens up into a full bar-type.
Don't get me wrong. There's some nice generational improvements. The 200 megapixel camera coming to the Fold is awesome. Really, really cool. But this whole presentation could have been over in like 30 minutes.
And it starts at $1,099. We're also opening up the Flip experience to even more users with a new addition to the line.
Okay, $1,100 for the Flip7. Is that good or bad? Again, I can't remember the pricing of the Flip6. There's their fee that someone in chat was talking about earlier.
Pro Visual Engine and Galaxy AI.
It's nice that they're making it a bit more affordable because, again, like I said, they completely cornered the women market with this thing. So by making an FE version, just to make it more accessible to everyone, like I think it's the Flip has always had so much potential when it comes to dominating there, but it was just a bit too expensive for what it offered before, I'd say.
Foldables yet. It's a vision brought to our wearables too. Introducing.
Okay, what's next? The watch.
Watch 8 series.
There it is. Again, I still have a Galaxy Watch 4. Make me upgrade, Samsung. Show me something worth upgrading, please. Well, I'm ending the stream right here. Whoa. Oh. Okay, now you have my attention. What is that design? So it has like the circular face, and then it has like a square with like rounded corners underneath kind of look. Kind of like the Ultra. That is weird. That looks so weird. I don't know if I like it. And they're starting... are they really... Okay, they're going to tease a new design, and then they're going to start off talking about the health features.
Incredible, right? The all-new Galaxy Watch 8 series marks a bold step in our design journey.
The classic looks pretty cool.
First introduced on the Galaxy Watch Ultra across our latest lineup.
As usual, the question for me as well is, do they have sizes for my tiny wrists? Because the classics are cool, but the classics always only come in the bigger sizes. And I need like the smallest possible sizes they have.
Health metrics. And now it sits closer to your wrist, thanks to the dynamic lug system, which then allows for greater data accuracy, whether you're at rest or in motion. When it comes to getting active, few workouts are more impactful.
Again, why are they starting off with the health stuff, which is something that many people just don't care about when it comes to the Galaxy Watch? I know a lot of people do, but a lot of others just... The only people who really need that kind of insight all the time are like professional athletes. And people who are just complete health nuts. I don't wear my Galaxy Watch the health features. I wear it just because I like wearing it as an accessory. Like, I like how it can just, you know, show me how many steps I've done in a day. That's kind of cool, just live sheer curiosity. But again, I can just see that on my phone. Like, start off by showing the hardware and the software and the new design, and then get to the health stuff later as an addendum. Like, they're doing this whole bit backwards.
Without a good night of sleep, I can't perform well.
I highly doubt there's gonna be anything big in the Watch 8 to make me upgrade, unless it just looks good. I'd just be sold on just the design. If I need to take a few more closer looks at it to decide if I like it or not. Like, I'm not gonna be sold on it just based on having slightly better, like, health data accuracy.
Ah, amazing! That energy is contagious. If you're a runner, that definitely made you want to go for a run.
Ironic coming from a show that has completely no energy and putting me to sleep.
The Galaxy Watch 8 will turn your personal metrics into a structured training program. With just a 12-minute run, Running Coach assesses your fitness levels and then places you into one of 10 calibrated training tiers. From there, your journey begins, with access to over 160 professionally designed sessions that adapt.
You know, stuff like this is probably good in some places like the US, but it is an obesity crisis, and there are people who want to get into shape, but
peak brightness of up to 3,000 nits.
I don't care.
Guidance clearly,
show me
even
the...
on the sunniest of days.
Okay, and like right now, they just like sprinkling in the hardware specs into the health stuff.
Just last week, my watch helped me set one of my personal bests.
Such a weird approach. I guess it makes sense in some ways because it means that they show practically what having a higher nit screen does. I guess that makes sense in some way.
Please welcome world record holder for the half marathon, Jacob Kiplimo. Jacob, it is such an honor. I'm a huge fan. I see that you're wearing the new Galaxy Watch 8. How's it feel?
It's light, comfortable.
You can tell he's just a marathon runner and not a host because he looks so awkward on stage. He has no idea what to do on stage.
Long distance runners?
Discipline and consistent training.
I love that. Makes perfect sense. Any other advice?
Rest. Good rest helps me to recover fast and train harder.
Great point, Jacob. It has been a pleasure.
You bet how much they won't upgrade a watch battery or just make the watch bigger. Yeah. Again, like I said, I don't want it to be bigger in a way because anything other than just the smallest models is always too big for my wrist. I would love a slightly bigger battery, but the main thing I would love, and maybe they fixed it in the newer models compared to my Watch 4, and it's just the idle battery drain. Like when I'm not wearing the watch, it still somehow drains so much of the battery.
Stages, duration, blood oxygen level.
That's what I would love to see fixed. Okay, maybe it already is. Maybe it already is. I'm so many generations behind, and maybe they already fixed it.
Sleep coaching also offers personalized daily tips to help you build healthier habits for a more restorative rest. And with bedtime guidance, you'll get a gentle reminder.
You want to sleep better? There's a much cheaper way than buying a brand new smartwatch. It's called melatonin.
So wouldn't it be great if all that time could be used for something more? With Samsung Health, you can understand your body with daily check-ins. This is especially important because that once-a-year checkup may not be representative of your comprehensive health. With its powerful...
I don't think I want my watch to give me constant health checkups because it's just going to yell at me. that my stress levels are too high or whatever,
of your health
and my heart rate's too high.
It's a preventative approach to well-being. These advanced sensors offer a wealth of metrics. And now we're taking it to the next level. Take vascular load, for example. While sleeping,
if I buy this, it is actually gonna so just yell at me that I'm
your blood volume
dying or whatever.
This gives you insights to help you maintain heart and circulation health through smarter lifestyle choices. And for the first time in a smartwatch, Galaxy Watch 8 can measure the antioxidant levels in your skin. See how healthy your diet and lifestyle are. Simply place your thumb on the sensor on the back of the watch, and you
That's
can
kind of
receive
cool.
real-time readings to help support health.
Again, it's not something I'd care about, but it's just kind of...
Galaxy Watch 8
It's one of those things where I love the fact you can have such a tiny device that can just measure your antioxidant level. The nerd in me loves that because it's just awesome, right? Like the tech behind it, you just place your thumb on there and boom. That is really cool. That is actually really, really awesome. But in a practical sense, how many people are actually going to care about it?
With our announced acquisition of Zelf, a digital health company dedicated to bringing this vision to life.
I guess, you know, if you have actual health concerns where they require some of these features, then yeah, obviously, that would probably be pretty cool for you. And I'm happy for you if you know, can now have a device like that, you know, have a stylish watch that also measures your antioxidant levels. Can Galaxy watches even measure like your sugar levels in your blood? I mean, that'd be cool as well for people who need to keep track of that. Though I don't think it's actually possible to do that in a non-intrusive way. Or maybe there is. I'm not a doctor. And I'm not diabetic, so I have no idea what like the latest improvements are in terms of how you can measure sugar levels in a non-intrusive way.
Of connected care by simplifying it in two ways. First, bringing context of wellness data to help physicians make better decisions and monitor how patients are doing within their care workflows. And second,
yeah, we basically agree. It's awesome. It's cool. It's from a technical perspective, it is a technical marvel. They can have such a small device that can do so much. But why should I care? Why should I buy it myself apart from just being a geek and liking cool tech and liking stuff that is just nice and smart and is just nice to look at? That's my, especially in this economy, when people are just holding on to every dollar for dear life.
And we believe that this will enable care to be actionable and redefine how care is delivered, managed, and experienced. Thank you.
Thank you, Mike. This partnership
Thank you, Mike, for keeping it brief.
Of advancing care at home. With Zelf, we're excited to continue pioneering accessible wellness solutions. And it all starts by delivering meaningful insights with our watches.
Yeah, smartwatches probably aren't that accurate. I guess it's, again, for some people it's probably better than nothing. It's better to have a good approximation than not have the data at all. And again, if you're just kind of curious about it, that's kind of cool. But again, it's just like no reason to upgrade.
So that everything you need is at the ready. And with Wear OS 6, you get faster speeds and responsiveness. We're also excited to
I'm still undecided if I like any design or not. I like that they're switching it up. I like that it actually looks different. They're trying something different. They're taking the exact same approach as the Ultra line, but in a just more similar package. Again, I'll have to see these in person. If they're launching today, I will be able just to go to the Samsung store in my town and see if they'll be there. By the time I get into town, after this presentation is done, the store, even if they are there, even if they are actually putting them on a show floor today, I think they'll be closed by the time I get into town.
Morning, John. How have you got so much energy? Well, it didn't used to be like this, but now I train my sleep with the Galaxy Watch 8.
That's right. A better day starts the night before. Say hello to the Galaxy Watch 8. The first step to a healthier life is better sleep.
Every time they show to watch, I'm more and more undecided on if I like the new design or not.
Like it's not even there.
What's that on the other side though? Like, are those speakers? I think those are just like speakers.
Let the training begin. Good morning. Okay, well, maybe just morning. Alright, interesting score.
Is this good?
You didn't
Maverick says, do you think they'll show the rumored free display fold? They could potentially do it as a one last thing kind of thing.
Cutting down on caffeine today.
But if they show the mixed reality headset which they teased, they will.
Maybe some meditation.
I mean, they won't show a freeway fold.
Good one.
If they don't show the mixed reality thing, then they're going to show the freeway fold. Because I don't think they want to show them both at the same time, because they'll be kind of eating into each other's, time in the spotlight, basically.
Health tracking continues even while you sleep. All you need to do is keep wearing your watch. So rest up. I'll take it from here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is a speaker. That is such a big speaker for a Galaxy Watch. Or for a smartwatch in general. Looks like a kind of a stereo thing going on as well, because there's two of them. I don't think audio quality is something too many people care about on a Galaxy Watch, but still, if that looks like a huge improvement.
But this, on the other hand,
and then there's like what's that kind of little spot in between the... It kind of looks like a SIM injection spot between the two buttons. Is that what it is? If you have like a device that has support for LTE or 4G.
I see those healthy thoughts kicking in. A little low.
Because I just have a Bluetooth model, so I'm not sure actually how it looks like if you have the cellular model. Like where you actually insert, or does it just get the data from your phone or something? I have no idea. Or does it require its own SIM card? I'm actually not sure, so I have no idea if that pinhole is that or what.
Up for something more challenging today?
Should I go for a run?
Love the enthusiasm. But first, let's check your current level. And done. Not bad. That's a great start. You can follow this coaching program tailored to your goals.
It would be cool. Again, I would never use this, but it also gave you like an automatic map for that level based on where you are. So like, if you want to have the best exercise for that current level, for those current requirements to get to that level, what path you should actually run down given your current location.
And send a link to Katie, asking her if she wants to join.
That would be a nice addition. Something to think about, Samsung. I don't charge for consulting.
Come on, guys.
Okay, actually yes, I do charge for consulting. That's actually something I do. But for you, Samsung, that tip is free.
Good today, guys. New personal best.
Hey, John.
Morning.
What's up with all this energy?
Oh, thing is, I wasn't always like this.
Here we go.
Okay, I'm so hoping it's going to get released today or something, so I can actually see it in the Samsung store before I leave. It's
powerful.
Issue is that where I live in England, there's like no Samsung store. So I only get to go to a Samsung store whenever I'm in Poland. And I'm leaving tomorrow morning. I have like my bus to the airport at like 11:30. So I probably wouldn't have too much time. So please be launching today so I can go to the store.
An iconic design and advanced functionality with a timeless silhouette and its signature rotating bezel. And for those who want the ultimate, our all-new 2025 Galaxy Watch Ultra is now available in a bold new shade of blue.
Okay.
With a durable titanium body and
wait, so is it?
Resistance,
So it's not a new Ultra. It's just a different colored Ultra. Okay.
100 hours of usage time, and has also been upgraded to 64 gigabytes of storage.
Oh wait, no. So it is a new watch.
Galaxy Watch 8 series starts at $349.
It is a new watch, but they're not giving it an Ultra 2. It's just called Ultra, and then just in brackets 2025. I'm actually so confused. Oh, it's available 25th of July. Okay, I'll still go to the Samsung store. Maybe they still have them on display, but just not available to purchase. Now they're gonna spend like 20 minutes talking about sustainability and how many like recycled materials they use in the phones. Again, don't get me wrong. All very, very important. Great that they're doing this. Absolutely fantastic. Great that our phones are so made out of so many recycled materials now. However, at the same time, and it's you know really showing off how much attention they put to it, and I just kind of can't be bothered. And I know that most people who watch the presentations, this is the part where they usually just tune out because they don't care. And especially if they do this kind of videos.
I started with my father and a few of his friends here from this local port. In the beginning there were just 3 people. Fishermen started to talk the results, and so the sea around them started to become more clear. Sounded like a very
like just if they just did a small thing at the end of the presentation saying that our brand new phones are made out of this much recycled materials, we are doing this and this, that'd be awesome. Why waste time and budget, a lot of budget, doing these kind of commercials? I know why, because it just looks good. It looks good in terms of winning over grants and funding for these kind of projects. It looks good for shareholders, and for ESG programs. Like, I get it, but to the end user, to the people who watch this for the new tech, why waste the time on this? Again, it's important. It's very, very important. It's very, very good that they're making this and also pressuring other phone manufacturers to also step up. But why waste my time? Why waste my precious time?
Sustainability is at the heart of our people first.
And yeah, they didn't show the battery, correct? So expect no improvements there, because if there was, they would have shown it.
Initiative continues to encompass Galaxy Z Fold7 and Z Flip7. These latest AI phones now feature 9 recycled materials that include newly added lithium and recycled plastic from discarded.
Like, the presentation would have just such a much better flow if they skipped the whole video and went straight to just this part, saying how much of the brand new folds and flips are made out of recycled materials. Just skip the video.
With cutting-edge technology. Galaxy Z Fold7 and Z Flip7 represent the pinnacle of our innovation, where hardware, software, and services challenge one another and work in perfect harmony. These devices elevate the smartphone experience to new heights, setting a new
Okay, we're pretty much coming up to the end of the presentation here.
Thank you very much for joining us today.
You are welcome.
Life opens up with Galaxy.
So wait, so they didn't talk about the mixed reality headset? They teased it at the start, but like still nothing. Granted, given what Apple has gone through with the Vision Pro, maybe it makes sense that they're taking the time. Maybe it makes sense that they're really taking the time to make sure that their first kind of Vision Pro competitor is as good as possible. But why tease it at the start and like not show anything? And nothing of a trifold either. It was just about a fold and a watch. no new buds. I saw some people saying that maybe we're going to get some new buds, but nothing of that. No new tablets either. Okay, so I guess I'm off to the Samsung store, hoping that they're going to have the new watches on display there, or maybe the new foldables. You definitely see if I was successful or not, because I'll be definitely posting about them on my Twitter if they're there, and posting my kind of initial thoughts about them. In the meantime, I kind of let me know your thoughts on all of that in the live chat. If you want to support the channel, there's always super chats, so I can. Like I said, I'm currently building up my office space here at our house in Poland, so I don't have to be stuck behind just a wall and a window that's just completely ruining the exposure of the whole scene. And also, just to make the stream a bit more, actually, just higher production in general. So if you're really, really generous, want to send some super chats, I'd say that's a better investment than buying a brand new Galaxy Fold or Flip, because the improvements are minimal. Unless you really care about a 200 megapixel camera, then go for it. That actually looks pretty cool. The Flip, apart from just having a thinner bezel, I can't even recall what they even showed off that's new there. So I can't summon too much enthusiasm for that. The highlight for me was definitely the watch, because they actually innovated when it comes to the design. So instead of just having this kind of flat design like this, it is basically a dual layered design. So they have the same kind of base that is very similar to what they had on the Ultra series, and that was controversial. And I'm already looking forward to seeing how Twitter's going to react to what the new design of the base watch line is when compared to the Ultra line. So I'm undecided myself. Like I said, I'm going to have to see it in person, so I'll be off to, if it's not closed by the time I arrive, to the Samsung store, see if it's on display there. I highly doubt it if it's only pre-orders launching today and then the actual launch is on the 25th of July. But maybe just in case, I will go. And again, even then, it's a question of, are they even going to be available in my size? Because for these wrists, I need like the smallest size watches they have. One thing I'm really curious about, however, is as you saw, there were these two bars here, these two cutouts, which I assume are going to be the speakers. If so, that is going to be absolutely huge improvement when it comes to audio quality. Again, something I don't think too many people care about on the smartwatch, but better audio is always nice. It allows for some, I think there could be some really cool ways where app developers could integrate having really good audio on a smartwatch. I think some innovations kind of available there, but it just depends on people actually taking advantage of it. When it comes to the smartwatch platform in general, I mean, it feels like there's so much you can do with it. This feels like there could be so many cool apps that both first parties like Samsung and third parties could do with it. But I'm yet to actually see it. I don't even use this watch for anything else other than telling the time and being an accessory to just the rest of everything I wear. So that is why I probably still won't upgrade to the Watch 8 unless I really fall in love with the design, because there's just not enough I actually use it for. Oh, the small screen on the Flip got upgraded to 120 Hz. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, that's a really cool improvement. I really like the fact that that's also being done. And also the FE. Like I said, the Z Flip has such big potential because there's such a big market of people who just don't have big enough pockets. Like I said, the amount of women I see out and about with a flip phone is just huge. But it is such a convenient form factor. However, they were also just way too expensive before, and then bringing it down with an FE model just for people who don't need anything special but just want a phone that actually fits the pocket. I think they're going to be selling a lot of those. And I'm now getting spammed with all the emails from Samsung letting me know that the brand new Galaxy Z Fold7 and Z Flip7 are now available. I can pre-order them with my codes. No, I'm not going to do that. So yeah, hopefully you kind of enjoyed this video. Now that the sun is there, is completely ruining the exposure in the scene, so I'm gonna end this stream here before it gets any worse. Thank you guys so much for joining me. The next stream is going to be the Prime Day stream on the 11th, where I'll be back in my regular office in the UK. So yeah, back to some slightly higher quality live streams rather than just streaming at I think I currently set it to 10. I think I set it to 10K. The stream right now. And like 1440p. Yeah, usually I stream on my usual 6K camera and at 4K and at an actually acceptable bitrate in 2025. This is again temporary until I go back and until I set up a proper little office space here in Poland. Oh, it's midnight over there. Where are you, Dad? It's like, where are you watching me from? Where it's midnight? And also, I mean, glad that you stayed up so late to watch the Galaxy Unpacked event with me. I'm kind of. How are you regretting some of your choices, given how little of new stuff was actually announced? I'd be kind of annoyed if I stayed up so late to watch it and like nothing new or interesting was shown off. But then again, it's also my job. I remember back when before I started flying out to Computex, when I would like had to wake up at 1 a.m. just to cover the shows from people like AMD or Nvidia because it's become my job. But still. But anyway, glad you guys like this event. I'm off to the Galaxy store. So if you like this live stream, make sure to subscribe, like, whatever. And I see you all